We very well know the words like biannual, bi-monthly. What is the meaning of two? Indicating two things, right? So the two languages means the native language and the what we call the mother tongue and the target language, in this case the foreign language. If you use mother tongue to learn the target language, if we take help of mother tongue to learn the target language, that is called bilingual approach. It is different from grammar translation method. Okay, we are taking help of the knowledge of the students about their mother tongue. So that is bilingual approach. So this method believes that while learning the mother tongue, the child has already learned plenty of concepts about plenty of objects in mother tongue. So he has learned many things. So it is advisable that we should not waste our time explaining the same concept in foreign language, isn't it? So while teaching a foreign language, we should take help of mother tongue learning. Whatever he knows about the concept of the word in his mother tongue, we should give him the equivalent word in foreign language. So the word bilingual is generally used to refer to the knowledge of two languages by the same individual. Means the student is having the knowledge of his mother tongue and he is paving his way to the knowledge of foreign language or other tongue. So this approach or the method teaches us that a foreign language should be taught with the help of child's native language. So this method uses the traditional three P's, means practice, presentation, practice, and production. Now, what is the presentation? The three stages: presentation, practice, and production. Presentation in the context, practice is for the accuracy, and production will lead to fluency in the students. So, what do you present? You present the material in the foreign language. Then you all practice together. And students now they are expected to produce the new knowledge that they have learned about the language. So this is the method they follow in the bilingual approach. You very well know what is L1 and what is L2. L1 is the first language that when the child was born, and the second language is learned after the first language. So bilingual method advocates, as I told you, using L1 in learning L2. It is different from grammar translation method because this method gives strong emphasis on oral language, speaking. But in grammar translation method, reading and writing is given more importance than speaking. But bilingual approach focuses on oral use of the language. The mother tongue and target language are used. The mother tongue is used to achieve the target language. So mother language becomes the way to learn the foreign language. So what are the thoughts behind this approach? First, understanding of words, understanding of sentences in foreign language can be made easier if we use mother tongue. So if you want to understand the foreign statements, words, and if you use mother tongue, it will be easy for the students to understand. There is no need to create artificial situations. So we have learned about the situational approach. It thinks that we should not create artificial situations of to teach the words and sentences, thinking about the context, the educational aids. No, use the mother tongue. Tell him the concept. Tell him that this is the word that is used in foreign language for the concept that you have already learnt in your mother tongue. So bilingual method is indirectly a combination of grammar translation method and direct method. It is not totally grammar translation method. It is not totally direct method. It is a combination of both the methods. That is why it is called bilingual method. It was developed by C. J. Dodson in 1960s and 70s. It developed and it was used. It made some improvements in audio visual method. It has some common characteristics with direct method. But bilingual method always has focus using the mother tongue to teach the language. What are the characteristics based on the concept? First, it permits the use of first language, means it allows to use mother tongue. Teacher has no stress of creating situations, the context. Mind well, sentence is the unit of teaching, not the word. Word was the unit of teaching in grammar translation method. Sentence is the unit of teaching in direct method. In the same way, in bilingual approach, sentence is the unit of teaching. Too much practice is done, intensive practice is done of sentence patterns. Mother tongue is used, but it doesn't mean that the whole class is full of mother tongue use. It is restricted use. As I told you, it focuses on oral speaking aspect more. So there is emphasis on correctness in pronunciation, speaking ability, speaking skill. It also concentrates starts on the listening and speaking. So it follows the all the method and the order of skills, and it teaches all the skills. It doesn't mean that it just focus on oral skill. The method also teaches all the skills. Word for word translation is not done. Mind well, the sentence is translated, when concepts are explained. Word for word translation is not done. They're just using mother tongue to explain new words. Have you observed in your lessons, when you give stray lessons, that you have to use your mother tongue to explain the new word? Have you observed? Have you found yourself in? There are some phrases, idioms, some sentences, or grammatical points and rules. Mother tongue is used to explain these things. You are teaching English, but you are explaining these things using the mother tongue. Learner also comprehends the grammar vocabulary easily with L1. Now, if you use L1, time will be saved. Easily understand the grammatical concepts because his grammatical concepts in mother tongue are already clear. He already has vocabulary. We cannot deny that he has lots of words in his mind already. So, what are the benefits, merits of the method? First, it saves the burden of and work of the teacher. It saves time. Teacher doesn't need to create the environment, the situations, the teaching aids. What happens? He is just using the mother tongue. It will help him teaching the language. Then every teacher can also take help of this method. It is not costly. No complex things are required. If you are strong in your mother tongue, it will be easy for you to explain. Mother tongue helps to understand the rules of the foreign language, the grammars. Students are also able to understand English. Now, what happens in direct method? You keep on speaking in English, but you observe the students are not understanding anything. Here, students understand English as well because he is taking help of the mother tongue. This method not only focuses on accuracy, it will also develop fluency of speaking. So this is a good advantage of this method. This method also teaches all the skills. It is very economical, no costly because no audio visual aids are required. Only it is using students' background, mother tongue knowledge. No too much workload on teacher. It reduces the workload. And as I told you, fluency and accuracy both are stressed. Now, what are the demerits? Because the situations are not created, context is not created, English atmosphere may not be created. What happens? We need teachers who are well versed in mother tongue, who are experts in mother tongue, and experts in the foreign language. Sometimes what happens? You frequently compare and contrast the mother tongue rules and the concepts with the foreign language. It may create confusion among the students. This method may turn into grammar translation method straight away. This is the danger. As I told you, it may not create English atmosphere. If the students are of multi mother tongue language group, means the students are having different mother tongues, it is not possible to use bilingual method. It may lead to defective pronunciation if the teacher is not good. Students will develop bad habit of what? Always filtering through mother tongue. They are thinking through mother tongue. They are just trying to express everything. So this bad habit may develop that everything should be filtered from mother tongue. They will try to find out equivalent in mother tongue. What do we call this in mother tongue? Sometimes what happens? Too much time is given to mother tongue speaking. What happens? Less exposure is given to target language. So fundamental aim of teaching English is to make the students communicate in English may not get fulfilled, right? So what happens? Students are using mother tongue while teaching. Teacher is using the mother tongue. English language may spoil the continuity and fluency. Now, in between teaching of English and the concepts, mother tongues may come and it may spoil the fluency and continuity in learning, right? So this is the scenario in a classroom or the process in bilingual method. Basic sentences in the second language are spoken by the teacher and interpreted for imitation by the students. You see the word interpreted means he is using mother tongue to make it comprehensible. The students repeat it, students imitate the teacher. Then the students are encouraged to speak without help of the teacher. Student is not allowed this time. Student is not allowed to use mother tongue. Student was allowed to use mother tongue when he was just interpreting the sentence, but when he is speaking, no, not allowed to use mother tongue. Thus, this is how the stimulus response both can be held in second language. So, normal second language situation is created. In the last phase, the student should be given exercises exclusively in the use of words and sentences learned already in the second language. So, this is the bilingual approach to English language teaching.